Hey guys, who is it? Let's think. I can't believe it. It's Reggie, aka the Cabby Channel 1. So, today I have some major, ginormous updates. So, as you guys know, the guinea pig cage was here before, but is it not? No, sadly, it's not. Teardrop. So, I did shrink the guinea pig's cage quite a bit. And that's a huge update. This is like a huge update video just full of awesomeness you can't even handle. So just try to take it all in at once. So, yeah, this is like too much awesomeness for you to handle. It's a lot smaller than it was. It's perfect size for him. And he likes his setup a lot better than the humongous one. He was all scared. He likes more of a cozy, small setup, as I did have in the 2x4 with the 1x2 topper earlier. 1x2 top level when I first got him. This cage I got. And he likes this even smaller than that, but he likes this a lot better than the big, ginormous one. So you can see the wall behind it right now. So I guess I'll show you guys. The only reason I'm wearing this jacket is because it does have my school name on underneath of it, so I don't really want to take it off because it's like the only school of that kind in the whole world, I would say. So yeah, I guess we can get started now. So yeah, I'm not going to give you guys a tour of it. It's just going to be a little overview of everything, full of updates. So yeah, and some little updates in the pets and things. Yeah. It's also a brand new organization system, a new organization for the hamster, a new hamster setup, and everything like that. So I really hope you guys enjoy. So yeah, let's go take a look. Okay guys, so are you ready? Okay, we're first going to look at my organization system. So my organization system is a 2x3. I have fleece, stuff like that, food, toys, and little things like that. So, this is like on top of my CNC cage. So it's really nice. I can just get to what I need and put it right below. So now I'll show you guys below. So here is the CNC cage. It's a 2x3 with obviously 2x3 storage area. It's really nice. It's just the right size for him. He's currently in his igloo, if you guys know him. His personality, he likes to stay in there. And really, this is a perfect size for him. I did use my 2x2 kitchen in a part of my 2x5 and just connecting them together. No need to score anything. Just taped them together, which is about the hardest part. And this is a lot easier to maintain, and I have a ton of fleece that has to get washed. And the easier thing about fleece is I only had to use one piece of fleece in here instead of, I used about 5 to 6 pieces in the other cage. So right now I just have a blue fleece clean and a sheet that I put under the fleece sometimes. And then newspaper under that. So yeah, and then I have like nothing washed right there. That's all junk. I have a hay hammock. A hay hammock is to use in his robot cage. I just put the hammock up and he eats his hay out of that. So yeah, he has 2 water bottles right there, which I really like that setup. So yeah, and no kidding, when I was making this cage, I lost the water bottle. I found the water bottle eventually, but I lost the hook. And I was like, Reggie, what in the world are you doing? How do you use a hook like that? So yeah, and then I replaced these hooks right there on that because they were broken, and I have lanyard hooks because of my online store. I use lanyard hooks for my products. So yeah, so this involved no construction except for putting the grids together. And a lot of people, and zip tying some things. So I didn't even cut the zip ties. Like right there, I just looped it behind it. Right there I did. And then right there I did. Because I find that really easy. And they can't get to it. And even if it did, it wouldn't really put that, do that harm to him because he's not a chewer. So yeah. And thank goodness he's not a grid chewer or they'd be destructed. And if you guys see little bits and pieces off the grids, like right here, that's from wear and tear, because these grids are older than me. Well, maybe a few years. old, but not that old. About maybe 5-6 years. So yeah, then around him I have chloroplast everywhere. It really needs to be scored down to fit behind there. And then his 2 ramps here. So yeah, that's his cage. So it's nice. And then his hay rack and his food area. The only thing I don't like about that tunnel being there is because whenever he runs through the tunnel, he kicks bedding into his food dish. So yeah, but I have plenty of food. I need to worry about that. So next to that is his next door neighbor, which is Piper. There's Piper. See if she'll let you see her. Piper. So she got this little thing for her birthday. She really likes it. And she usually chews on things like that, but she actually uses it more of a cage pad. And she got some other things too. So yeah, and I put her food right next to her now. Because I mixed these with Jackie Chan's food, but he really does not like them. And put her seed mix up there. I really need to fill that back up. But yeah, I just keep those right behind this. And I added back on this wheel right here. Put that connector there, and then a little sheet underneath that. And I just have extra supplies. Hamster treats, and then toys, which I need to put all of our toys in there. So yeah, Piper's cage needs cleaned. I do need to upload a happy birthday Piper video because I did do one. So yeah. And this is one of her Christmas toys, presents too. She got a hammock, corner hammock, which I broke accidentally, and put her in her corner litter box right there. And she uses that as the litter box. It's easier too because I can just wash it. Then her hammock, which she likes, with 2 little blankets. Then she got the water bottle on the back there, and then that toy right there. As well as, obviously, that. And a bunch of other stuff, too. I don't think any of the toys. This was one of her presents, too. It's in a little bin. One of those little twig tunnels. She likes that. So, yeah, and I put the cage together with connectors. And this is actually something I'd like to mention in this video. A lot of people say, don't use connectors, use zip ties. Because zip ties are supposed to be a lot stronger than connectors. I'd like to tell the people who think that they're stronger than connectors, they are not. As you guys can see, the guinea pig cage is practically you could say a 1x3 setting on top of this. It's a 2x3, but it's only overlapping a 1x3. So look at this, okay? You just gotta watch, okay? I can put my whole hand on this, and it does not bend in. I have set a lamp on there. I have about 50 pounds of items in here. And plus my hand, which is another 25 because I'm shoving down on it. And not that much weight even on it because there's no support and it does not burst in. Now, if you guys do see, I do have white connectors there for extra support because the white connectors are the best. That I have a white connector here because they usually sag about this, and then one in this corner so it doesn't collapse over on Piper. So, it's also always takes back and forth, not side to side. Another bad thing is I wish connectors were all 4-way around. Because right there, I had to actually zip tie this together. So it made it kind of easy, but not perfect. There he is. I wonder if I'll let you see me. Oh, and there's this hay thing. I just squished it together a lot more. Let's see if he'll let you see him. No, he does not want to let me see. You see him. There he is, but it's hard to see. But the thing I do like about his new cage is it's a lot easier to maintain, right? I can switch out toys daily. I can put his food in with no trouble. And I can clean it in about 10 minutes. The other cage took me about 2 hours. Because I didn't have enough Either I didn't have enough fleece, not enough bedding, I had to run to the store the next day and keep him in a small cage. And I did keep him in a smaller cage for 2 days. I always keep him in a small store-bought cage, which I couldn't actually put in organization now. I could probably set it right on top of there. But that's for something to be discussed in this video as well. But yeah, he does enjoy this cage setup because I actually like it when he can hide. Because guinea pigs are prey animals and will hide when they need to. Correct? If you don't think I'm correct, I am. You can actually give a guinea pig a heart attack and scare it to death, as well as with bunnies. So that's why you should always approach your guinea pig with a very calm and soothing manner. So there he is. He needs a bath, doesn't he? I was talking to him. So yeah, because I do like the setup of he can get to his hiding place very quickly. Even though I do get mad at him for shifting his hiding place around. Because I have just a thin layer of bedding. So yeah, actually reusing non-solo bedding. This is bedding from his last cage setup. I just took a full trash bag full of it. I picked on used bedding. Like, he's walked on it obviously before, but it's clean. And I went through it, make sure that none was peed on. If there is, it would be like one spot, and none was pooped on already. So, yeah. I do like this setup a lot better. I cannot stop saying that, though. This is my lovely setup. I think more people should have a setup like this. It's a lot easier to care for and stuff like that. I did make this video last night too, but it was just extremely dark and you could not see the cage in the bottom. So yeah, because I just have a window on that side, a light on that side, a light up there now, and the fish tank light. So yeah, I think I will show you guys. Well, first I'll tell you guys right here. I might be getting a new pet, and it would go right on top of here. This cage is about this size too. So yeah, maybe a little wider. It's really tall though, it's about this tall. Maybe that cage size plus another half. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you would know what it is. I'm not going to tell you guys, if you guys do want to know, just check out my Facebook page. It's Reggie the Cabbie channel. I'll put the link in the down bar. As well as to my website, since I got hammocks and stuff like that on it. And got our cups. Now, those were fails. That was a complete fail. Alright, so I made this one. It was my first one ever that I made. It would not even probably hold my hamster. It would. But right now I just use it as a cage pad. I'll put like treats in it. Put it under his whatever I need to. You can dig at it, give him some exercise. And then this one right here is extra fluffy, but it came apart. So yeah, both of those aren't really good material. That's why I use fleece now. Which is to my next update. I'd like to show you guys how much fleece I have to wash. So yeah. This is a bin that I keep next to my bookshelf with the aquarium on top of it. Now, I will not be doing care videos on these guys. I will let you guys see them every once in a while. So they look like bunches of babies. If you guys can see them down there. So yeah, they need their tank cleaned. But right here is my little laundry basket. That is about 8 pieces of fleece, and I still have more. I have all the fleece actually I own has to be washed for these pets, except for that one piece of blue in the sheet. So yeah,